Hey guys, welcome back to my channel Read with Kim, and today I have really top 5 horror books about crimes, like those crimes that are unresolved and they're gonna have you here. So let's get started into this week's video. The book number 1 is a book that I just recently read and I just couldn't stop reading this book, and I am talking about Killing It from El Cosiman. This book is about this woman, finally, that she has 2 kids. She's a writer, but she hasn't have the success that she needs to, have the life that she wants for her kids. And on top of that, her ex-husband betrayed her when they were married, and now he lives with this lover, and they rich, and then husband every single moment tell finally, you know what, I'm gonna take the kids with me because you don't have any money to afford anything. So she has a lot of stress. One day, I'm not gonna spoil how, but somehow she's been hired to kill another person's husband, another woman's husband, because his husband is he is horrible person, he does horrible things, and she gets involved in this crime. And everything that she goes through is just amazing, funny, but at the same time is so scary. And it's a horror novel because the way she's acting and everything that is involved. I really recommend to have this book. It's a super fast pace. You are not going to regret. And it also, you're gonna feel so related to her. You're gonna feel a lot of empathy for her and everything she has to go through. And it also talks about friendship and also about this hate about men when they betray someone. So I really recommend this book, and I can't wait to read the second part. My book number 2 that I have here, the horror book, and I'm talking about the 4 Monkey series. This book is from J.D. Barker. This book follows this serial killer, and it gives me like Hannibal Lecter vibes, where this detective is trying to catch the 4 monkey. That's how he named himself, this killer. So every time that he kills someone, he leaves a note where the detective wants to find him so badly. But not only that, this book will talk about the story behind the killer. It will tell you why is the way he is, how the mind of a killer works, all the traumas that he went when he was a child, and why he kills a specific person. Because he's not just killing because whatever person crosses on his way. He has a reason. For every single victim that he kills, he has a reason behind that. And it's really interesting. It also very scary. In one of the scenes gives me so much ooh, when I was reading at night, because it tells how his mother was treating him, as well as his father. The relationship between his mother and his father were extremely sick, and the dynamic they have between them was insane. And it's a reality how they affect him, and how and why he does what he does, and how this crime is being resolved, and how the detective trying to find him is just fascinating me. It's very scary, and you're gonna be hooked since page 3. You're gonna be like, what is gonna happen next? And in some point you're gonna be, I don't even know if I want to keep reading this, but I want to keep reading this. And it will give you those serial killer vibes, you gonna have this feeling that you have this killer next to you. And it's really good. It's a series, I believe 3 books. I read only the first one, and it's really good. I really recommend this horror crime book. My book number 3 that I want to recommend, the horror crime book that I want to talk about, is a dark academia book, and I am talking about A Lesson in Vengeance from Victoria Lee. This book is also really good. It has a lot of secrets, and it talks about the death of the Felicity's best friend. She was killed somehow, and then Felicity took a break because she needed to heal. Then she came back from the break to the school, and that's why she met this girl. And this girl has a weird obsession to be like best friend of Felicity. And they became really good friends. They're talking about a project, but it's also involved like a secret society. And what happened to this girl? Like, what really happened? What is the Felicity role over there? What is this new girl real intentions? Why she's so obsessed to be friend of Felicity? And also, what is the story about this school? Like, what is real happening behind these classrooms? And it's a really good book. It's has all the elements to be a horror book. You don't know what is going to happen until the very end. You follow Felicity, her journey, all the things she goes through, the weird friendship that she has with this new girl, but also all the demons that she has on her mind, and now how she feels guilty, why she feels in the way she feels. And also the story of this school, it's so bizarre, but at the same time so unique. It gives me like a Wednesday Addams vibes, but it involves a crime. And that's what I had to mention this book in this specific video. It's one of the best books I ever read in a dark academia involving a crime. So I really recommend this book if you are a lover of like dark academia, crime, secret societies. This is your book. Book number 4 that I want to talk about is a book that is actually a really famous series that is in HBO. And I watched the series and then I said, I don't know if I want to read the book, but I'm going to give it a try because I want to have a comparison. I love compare books versus movies. And wow, when I read the book, I was extremely surprised how good this book is. And I am talking about Big Little Lies from Liane Moriarty. This book is horror, abuse, and all the thriller things that you can imagine. And we follow a group of friends that are adults, and those women became close because their kids go to the same school. So each of them, they have their own story. So we have one that is Jane, who has this kid Ziggy, and it's a mysterious where the father is. She just arrived to this town and she's trying to, you know, find herself, get a new friends. So there's something going on. What is Ziggy's father? Then we have Madeline. Madeline is this woman who is married with a man, and she has a new husband because his ex-husband is married with someone else younger than her. And so she's like trying to figure out life and try to overcome the divorce. Then we have Celeste. Celeste is this woman. She's so extremely rich and beautiful, and she has this perfect husband and the perfect kids. So everything, they are becoming something in common, which is trying to find out who killed a man. So the entire book, you are between some interviews from the police and at the same time do the story of what is happening. So you are discovering at the same time what's going on. So it's like it's different point of views. I believe like 5 point of views, and on top of that, in every single chapter you end with an interview of the police. So you finish a chapter and then and then you have those kind of like a different interviews that the police is making to the people who lives there to trying to find out who killed this person. And it's really a different horror, because horror, it doesn't have to be just like phantoms and supernatural. They can have a different type of horror, and this is like abuse and at the same time very like bloody, and it's a lot. So this book is really good. It also is great if you want to have these vibes of psychological horror, where you trying to find out what's going on and everything that you think can be, it's not what you think it is. So I really recommend read this Big Little Lies and get into this woman's room, because this woman's world are just wow. Last book that I want to talk about, it's so good. It's A Good Girl's Guide to Murder from Holly Jackson. Wow, this book is insane. And it's just, even the way it is written is just incredible. We're following Pia, and Pia is a teenager. Well, it's not teenager, she's in a college, and she's doing this project for the school where she takes a case that it was already closed about the death of one of her classmates to reopen it for her project, for her school project, and trying to figure out what really happened behind this. Because in the police report, in the case when it was closed, it was this girl that she was perfect, that she has a boyfriend, and one day she was killed and the boyfriend was also found dead. So the police make their investigation, and they close and say, you know what, the boyfriend killed her because of jealousy and also killed himself. That's it, end of the story. But Pia became close friend with Aaron's brother. Aaron is the boyfriend who was killed too. And she's still like thinking and questioning, I don't think this has really happened. I don't think your brother really killed this girl. So she goes through all the emails. She makes a huge investigation when like literally 50% of the book is basically like exchanges from like dialogues and emails, and it's really amazing. And then she found the truth, but everything she goes through is super scary, and you start like getting the connection with the characters, and you can't tell who really killed this girl, because the more you read, the more secrets you start finding out, and the more bloody it gets, because obviously when she's like trying to find out what happened, things are happening to her, right? Someone is not happy that she's getting there, so they doing something really bad to her. They're trying to scare her, and they were scared of me. I was like, stop, yeah, stop, don't do it anymore. And it's really, really scary, and the end is amazing. I think I never saw that coming. When I found out who killed this girl, I was like, wow, that was amazing. And this is a horror book where it's a lot of blood involved, a lot of psychological like twist, and I can't recommend this book enough, because it's one of my favorite crime book stories all the time, because you really don't know what is going on, and all the dirty secrets they have behind scenes is wow. It's one of my favorite. It was those books that make me feel, and I really recommend this book. Those are my top 5 books that talk about crime, horror, and I hope you enjoy them. I really want to ask you to subscribe to my channel, to tell your friends about my channel. If you love horror, thrillers, mystery, dark academia, everything about dark literature, we are here for that. So I hope see you here more often. And if you like this video, please do me a big favor and give it a like and share it with your friends. And hopefully I will see you next week with another scary adventure.